Really, to get this country out of its present economic mess, we have a debt crisis, so we are not going to get debt. Ultimately, doesn't matter about the IMF. We need the IMF. We need to come to an agreement. Ultimately, we have to get investment coming in. Even for the port city, we need to get investment coming in. Now, there is a factor that isn't very, very publicly recognized. The factor on investment that needs to be recognized is called country risk. It's not just about the law. It's not just about regulation. It's about having confidence in the country. The law is being actually working, it's executed, and that investors have really got confidence. How do we attract investment? Country risk is about political stability, rule of law, and a stable financial environment. Now, big conversation going on among businessmen, the business community, in the chambers, is the death of Dinesh Shafter. Dinesh Shafter comes from a very reputed business family in this country. I saw the president of the country at the funeral of this individual because the president personally knows this family, a very reputed family. Businessmen won't come and publicly talk about it. They are not politicians. But if you create uncertainty among them, some of them have actually told me, having worked with them for 25 years, who is actually safe? Who is actually safe in this country? And therefore, we need to really look at this. The JMO gives a report. The first report says that it looks like he has been strangled. The same JMO gives a report later saying that, no, it may be that he has committed suicide. The same JMO. This is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. This murder inquiry must be conducted in a fair way. I'm glad to say that I just saw in the media the other day, the magistrate had said, I'm appointing 5 JMOs to actually look into this matter. It needs to be looked into because if we don't get this right, I can tell you it doesn't matter what rules we bring. Sri Lankan businessmen talk to international investors. Investors from abroad don't come by talking to politicians like us. They talk to their counterparts here and businessmen in this country. And therefore, they need to have the confidence to tell those people, come and put your dollars here. Now, I know that we have to really take cognizance of this fact. On the day of the murder at 11:30, he spent 1 to 1.5 hours talking to his father, Chandra Shafter, on the day of the murder at 11:30 in the morning. At 1 o'clock, he speaks to his brother Prakash, who heads Janashakti. At 1:30, he speaks to his other brother, Ramesh Shafter. At 2 o'clock, he leaves his home after talking to his wife, saying that he is going to meet Brian Thomas, and he names the person that he is going to meet. And then at 2:43, he sends a text message to Brian Thomas stating that he was at the location and asked how long it would take for him to get there. He's sending a text message from the location that he has been in. And then at 2:43, that's another text message is being said as instructed. I have deleted the previous messages, although I do not understand why. I do not understand why.
Point of order. Honorable Chair, I would like to, I don't want to disturb my colleague on the other side, but I think we all must respect. There is a court inquiry going on this murder. We're all sad about it. So giving full details in under a parliamentary privilege, I think is disrespecting the legal system in this country, sir. I think you must take note of that, and I would request you very kindly to avoid details on your interpretation of this and leave the honorable courts to decide. Thank you.
I can hear what the honorable member is saying, but I want to tell the honorable member that justice must prevail in this country. Justice must prevail in this country. Don't try to tell me don't try to tell me about justice. Justice must prevail in this country. We are losing our young people in this country because the rule of law is not working in this country. Mr. Honorable Member, I want to say something further about this, Honorable Member. Something further I want to say about this. The JMO who gave that report, and I am going to actually table this in Parliament. The Sri Lanka Medical Council, SLMC, the ethics committee of the SLMC, decisions of professional conduct committee of the SLMC. 1. inquiry into the complaint made by Mr. S.A. Ratnasen against Dr. M.N. Rahul Haq, SLMC, registered number 15168. I don't know any of these individuals. I don't know any of these individuals. And therefore, I'm reading to you.
Yeah,
I'm reading to you. I'm reading to you. The Professional Conduct Committee has decided that commence 30th of December 2022,
Honorable Minister,
Dr. Rahul Haq should be imposed a suspension for a period of 8 days. Honorable Chair,
Honorable
if
Minister,
you look at this...
yes.
Sir, Honorable Chair, sir, we have an eminent professor of law in front of us on the opposite side. We cannot go on, and you need to make a ruling of this. This is justice, yes. There are farmers who are getting killed by various. We need to do justice to them. The person that you mentioned is a friend of mine also, right? That doesn't mean we need to do extra justice to them. We need to have a justice system in this country. I stand with you. But this case, we have a pending court case in this country. The Honorable Foreign Minister is here and former Minister of Justice is here. We cannot continue like this to deliberate on a court case under the privilege of Parliament. I ask you very honorably to the member to attend to the topic in hand at debate. Thank you.
I am...
Honorable G.S. Peiris.
Honorable Presiding Member, I do not think that the sub judice principle can be invoked to prevent candid discussion in Parliament about a matter which is the subject of very considerable interest in this country. The truth needs to be known. This involves a murder. And I do not think that we can take refuge behind the technicalities of sub judice to prevent my honorable friend, the Honorable Eran Wickramaratne, from bringing to the notice of this House certain circumstances which deserve the serious consideration not only of members of this House, but indeed the country at large. As he said, the truth needs to be known, and we all have a duty to contribute towards ascertaining what really happened in this case. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Honorable.
Honorable Chair, I am now reading the SLMC decision, not about Dinesh Shafter. I am reading the SLMC Ethics Committee, Professional Conduct Committee decision about the JMO. That's what I'm reading. The Professional Conduct Committee, PCC, has decided that commencing from the 20th of December 2022, Dr. Rahul Haq should be imposed a suspension for a period of 8 months from exercising his rights. This is talking about the JMO person. The SLMC has suspended him. He is giving the report, and therefore from exercising his rights, privileges and immunities conferred on him by registration as a medical practitioner in terms of the provisions of the disciplinary regulations published in the Extraordinary Gazette Notification number 757/7 dated 10th March 1993 and Medical Ordinance number 26 of 1927 as amended, and this is of the 20th of December, and I would like to table this. Honorable Chair, I would like to further say, right, that this is totally unacceptable. I'm appealing to the President of the country who knows these people personally. This has happened under the watch of the new President Ranil Wickramaratne. I'm appealing to him because he knows this situation to restore confidence in the business community. Please make sure that the law is implemented. How can a JMO suspended by the SLMC give a second report contradicting the first report, give a second report? This is absolutely ridiculous. We have seen these things happen before, right? There have been lots of issues like that.
Honorable Member, you have 2 minutes.
That have gone unresolved like this, and therefore we cannot permit this to go. We need to build confidence. Api අනිවාර්යෙන්ම විශ්වාසය ඇති කරන්නට ඕනේ. ආයෝජනයේ විශ්වාසය ඇති කළොත් නීති රෙගුලාසි වලින් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපේ රටේ ව්‍යාපාරික සමාජය තමයි ඒ රටවල් වල විදේශික ආයෝජකයන්ට කතා කරන්නේ ඒ අය අතර තියෙන මේ කුසුකුසුව. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ JMO ශ්‍රී ලංකා මෙඩිකල් කවුන්සිල් එකෙන් එතුමව සස්පෙන්ඩ් කරලා තියෙන්නේ, නතර කරලා තියෙන්නේ. එතුමා දෙවෙනි වාර්තාවක් දෙනවා. පළවෙනි වාර්තාව දෙනවා ඔව් මෙයා මේ මරලා කියලා ස්ටැංගියුලේෂන් කියලා. දෙවෙනි වාර්තාව දෙනවා ඒ පුද්ගලයාම සයනයිඩ් අරගෙන තිනවා කියලා. මොකද්ද මේකේ තේරුම? මේ පුද්ගලයා මේ SLMC එකෙන් කියනවා යව සස්පෙන්ඩ් කරලා තියනවා කියලා මාස 8කට. ඉතින් මේවා කතා කළේ නැත්තම් පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ කොහෙද මේවා කතා කරන්න යන්නේ? ව්‍යාපාරික අය අතරේ තියෙන සාකච්ඡාවල් මේවට ඇහුම්කන් දෙන්න. නැත්තම් ආයෝජනය එන්නේ නැහැ. මේ රට ආයෝජනය එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා මම විශේෂයෙන්ම වත්මන් ජනාධිපතිතුමාට කියනවා එතුමා ජනාධිපති වෙලා පළවෙනි වතාව මේ වගේ බැරෑරුම් දෙයක් සිදු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මේක මෙතන කතා කළේ නැත්තම් කවුද මේක ගැන මේක කතා කරන්නට යන්නේ? නීති රාමුව හදන එක විතරක් නෙමෙයි, නීති රාමුව ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන එක තමයි මේ අය බලාගෙන ඉන්නේ. අපිට මතකයි කාලයකට ඉස්සලාදී තාජුඩීන්ගේ මරණය ගැනත් ඔය ප්‍රශ්නය ආවා. JMOගේ වාර්තාව ගැන ඔය ප්‍රශ්නය ආවේ ඒ වෙලාවේ. මේක අපේ රට හදන්න යනවා නම් අපි මේ දේශපාලඥයන් හැමදාම බැනුම් අහනවා. ඕගලංගු තොරු කියනවා අපිත් තොරු කියලා. මේ ඔක්කොම රටේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න දේශපාලඥයන් නිසා කියලා නෑ. රටේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන්නේ වෘත්තීය වේදීන් නිසා. නීතිඥ මහතුරු හරියට හිට ගන්න ඕනේ. වෛද්‍යවරු හරියට හිට ගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට නීතිපති දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව හරියට ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්නේ. රටක් හදන්න යනවා නම් අපි හැමදාම අපි මේ තොප්පිය දාගන්නවා. මේ වෘත්තීය වේදීන් හරියට හිට ගන්නේ නැත්තම් ඒ නිසා තමයි මේ JMO ගැන මම මෙතන සඳහන් කළේ, කරුණු සහිතව සඳහන් කළේ. මේක අපි කරුණා කරලා බලන්න කියලා වත්මන් ජනාධිපතිතුමාගෙන් උත් ඉල්ලනවා. මොකද මේක නිරාකරණය කළේ නැත්තම් අපි මොන නීති හැදුවත් කොළඹ වරාය නගරයට එන හැමදාම කියන ආයෝජනය ගලාගෙන යනවා කියලා ලංකාවට අවුරුදු 30කට කියනවා. වැඩිම ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන බිලියන 2ක් කියන එක තමයි වැඩිම වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. අපිට බිලියන 4ක් 5ක් අවශ්‍යයි මේ රට ඉදිරියට ගෙනියන්න යනවා නම්. ඒ නිසා කරුණා කරලා මේක බලන්න කියලා කියනවා. මෙතන අපිට පේනවා අසාධාරණයක් සිදු වෙන විදිහට මෙතන ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙනවා කියලා කිසිම අනුමානයක් නැහැ ව්‍යාපාරික ප්‍රජාවේ. ඒ නිසා තමයි මේක අද මම මෙතන මතු කළේ.